three squared of the Outerhaven's Experience podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
And
And
you just got a message.
goddamn Windows. You know, the funny thing about recording this on Windows 10, you get the notifications, right? So you have to shut down notifications per app. That's like a problem. But I'm also joined here by Keith Shadow Hacks and Mitchell, the other guy on camera. Keith, what's up, broski?
What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by, and hope we have a great show today. And hopefully, nobody mentions that word that should not be mentioned.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Anyways, so yo, check this out. Beam got itself an update officially. So the Beam 2.0 update was originally for pro members and partner members on Beam. It went out, I believe, last week, and it actually looks pretty fantastic. Keith got a chance to play around with it a little bit. Keith, talk to us about that.
Well, I'm drinking right now, so I can't.
He's drinking right now, so he can't.
Okay, so
He takes the opportunity to drink while I'm.
hey, I didn't think you would throw me on the spot that quick. I was, trying to gulp down my water, but Anyway, so yeah, so Beam had been talking about doing an update for their site for quite some time, and the newer interface that it has is a lot more slicker. It's faster. It's more responsive, and honestly, it's a lot more colorful. It still does basically the same thing you saw before with Beam, where you first jump on Beam and it gives you somebody who's streaming all of a sudden, and it's random. It still gives you access to all streamers, up and coming, following, but it shows the teams now. Because actually, what happens in Beam is you can start your own team, so multiple streamers can basically set up their own stream team and share your streams and all that fun stuff. It's a lot more intuitive that way. I'm not part of the pro membership yet because it costs like $9.99, and I haven't done it yet because I haven't streamed a lot to Beam just yet. So
$8, bro.
Is it okay? $7.99. I keep thinking it's $9.99 for some reason.
Stop watching commercials for the WWE Network. Anyways,
I don't watch wrestling. That shit is fake.
Yeah, so is your video games, your TV, etc.
My life is fake. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about just yet, other than the fact that it looks very well. I do like it, and it's still as fast as everything. It's still faster than Twitch. It's still faster than YouTube. Side note, excuse me, XSplit has FTL working in it now.
Oh yeah, the beta they just released, I believe, a couple days ago had the FTL feature, and it's still a beta, so keep in mind. But it actually is a good thing for those that might want to go over to Beam with their established fan bases, so they can keep their layouts and the overlays, and things like StreamJar obviously work with Hitbox, Beam, and Twitch, so there's that integration there. I'm seeing a lot of people playing games like on Beam with the update, and they're loving the update. A lot of the streamers that I follow love the update.
Yeah.
At the same time, you're seeing a lot of people, like, for example, this game that's in beta right now called Disc Jam has Beam support now. So you're seeing a couple games getting Beam integration support.
And that's a good thing. That's something that I mentioned before as far as what Beam needs to do to become well known, to get their name out there, because basically they started the service, Microsoft purchased it, and it was like, where's the advertisement, where's the integration, what's up the Xbox One, what's up for the PC? And thankfully we're getting a lot of that stuff, but now we're seeing integration with games as well, so that's always a good thing.
See, I think Punch Club is having Beam integration as well. So
Yep.
like we're getting a couple games with the integration coming in. So Beam is actually, and because of the Microsoft money machine behind it, we're starting to really see Beam gain some traction. Now, will it beat Twitch? I mean, Amazon. Keep in mind, Amazon and Microsoft are in two different leagues when it comes to money, and money and reach. But at the same time, Twitch is more well known in terms of name value, and that's okay, because let's look at it from a standpoint. Beam doesn't need to be number one, kingpin number one. If Beam can be competitive with Twitch, I think Beam will be in a good place, and I think people will take to Beam, especially if Microsoft really goes all in with their esports initiative.
Well, they have Forza. They
got Killer Instinct.
They got Killer Instinct, and I think there's a couple other
Halo?
games. Yeah, well, Halo's big on itself. MLG's got Halo, I believe, and other organizations working with Halo. But I'm pretty sure once Microsoft gets their hands fully around Beam, that's going to get snatched away.
Yeah, so we got Halo, we got Gears, Esports, we got Killer Instinct, and Forza. And Forza on Beam is actually a really big presence.
Yeah, so, I watched the races every so often when I catch them. I need to basically go to their site and see when they're going to do the races, but I really enjoy that.
It's usually every Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah, it's every Sunday.
All right, well, I missed it again today, so
yeah.
I'll have to go back and check out the feed.
Yeah, it's usually every Sunday, and it's actually really fun because they do the season races every Sunday with the qualifiers and all that stuff, and it's actually really dope. Like a lot more people watch on Twitch, obviously, but there's like a significant amount of people every Sunday watching on Beam, like about
which is
300
good.
or so.
Which is good. So we'll see. We'll see from there. We'll see how it takes off. But I'm glad that they finally got that update. I know a lot of people in the community were asking for the update for quite some time, so it's good that it finally came out.
And you know what? And one last thing about that is, I'm starting to see more people get partnered as it goes along because the community is actually really good.
The community is actually really good. I haven't seen many, if any, toxic people on there, which is really surprising. The requirements for partnership aren't anywhere as near as high as it is on Twitch. But then again, they're just starting out. I imagine as Beam becomes more popular and more people start using it, that the requirements will go up. So the best thing to do right now, if you're really serious about doing that, is get in now while you can. I think the requirement
start a 501(c).
Oh Jesus! Because I think the requirements for I think what. It's not even 300 followers. Let me look at it real quick. It's
about 300 followers. You have to have 300 followers. You have to have consistent 30 viewers a day for about 30 straight days. And for 30 straight days, or you can be a 501(c)(3).
Is that on there? It actually say 503. It's where? Seriously?
They work with charities. Yep.
Wow, that's really nice then.
That's way bigger than Twitch.
Yeah, and the big thing right here is the 300 followers and the 30 active followers. I mean, Twitch is like you got to have a couple thousand followers before they even consider it.
And like 300 to 500 viewers consistently.
So yeah, that's a big deal. So I'm glad to see that they're starting to take off.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic. The Xbox One has officially sold over 26 million units so far. Meanwhile, the PlayStation 4 is outselling them about 2-1, which is actually a lot closer than a lot of people expected.
Well, you got to look at the sales from Black Friday and the holiday. Definitely helped the Xbox in North America and Europe.
Oh yeah,
not Japan.
But I'm not gonna say fuck Japan, but I mean. Just saying. But at that note, it's notable to tell that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are outpacing both the PS2 and the Xbox 360 in terms of 4-year sales marks.
Which is actually kind of weird because if you look at the state of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 now compared to Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3.
No, PlayStation 2.
Okay. Okay. Those consoles had, I won't say the PlayStation 2, but definitely the Xbox 360 had a better catalog of games compared to the Xbox One right now.
But keep in mind the numbers aren't that far off because it's 22.4 compared for the Xbox 360 compared to 26 million.
Right.
But the Xbox One, and then you got the PS4 to PS2 comparison, which is like 55 to about 42.
Yeah. Plus, there's also other value behind it, like the Xbox One has a Blu-ray player, so people are buying those for Blu-ray players.
Yeah, they have Blu-ray players and the Xbox, and you can stream to them now.
Yep.
You got streaming devices, so people are using those as their home entertainment systems for the most part. So there's a lot going on there, but that's actually really good for Xbox because if Xbox at the 4-year mark is getting the Xbox One at 26 million units. That's a good thing for them. And even with the Scorpio coming out, that's still kind of a good omen for them.
The Scorpio.
Well, keep in mind, the people are expecting the Scorpio to have a reveal event, and I think they really should. But I don't think they should do it before E3. I think the E3 should be the reveal event for them.
Honestly, I don't care when it comes.
Where all the eyes would be on Microsoft because they know all eyes are on them coming up at E3.
Like I said, I don't care when it comes. It just needs to come because
it'll be hilarious. Sorry, Keith. Go ahead.
I'm still a little frustrated that we had this conversation before where they mentioned that a conference was supposed to happen before the end of 2016.
Yeah, forget that conference.
And it didn't happen.
But let's really sit down there and forget that conference and really sit down there. I would be surprised if they say, "Yo, PAX East Microsoft announcement."
That would be nice, but I don't see that.
And that would be pretty huge. I mean, we're going to PAX East, so I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'll be nice. I'll go down there like, oh my God, the Scorpio! It looks like a giant block of New Zealand cheese.
Looks like a block of cheese, but it can't be any uglier than the PlayStation 4 Pro. Sorry.
I mean, listen, let me explain something. Let's put it in perspective. This is not a Sony bashing podcast. Please, by any stretch of the imagination, don't believe that this is. But I have a PlayStation 4 and I have an Xbox One. I'm sorry, my Xbox One looks a lot more elegant than my PlayStation 4.
Well, the Xbox One S looks a lot better, but I still like the look of the PlayStation 4 original.
I don't like the parallelogram, man.
I like it. I enjoy it.
I'm sorry. It looks like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that slid a little too far to the left.
Well, all right.
I'm just saying that's
block of cheese sliced the wrong way.
A block of cheese that's been grated a little too far in an angle. But,
and here we go. He said we're not bashing the PlayStation, but here we go.
Sorry. Listen, if the jokes are there, if you're tossing, I'm looking for a fastball, and if you're tossing slow balls or softballs, I'm gonna hit it out the park. Like, I'm sorry.
All right, are you done? Or
I still want a baseball game for the Xbox One. I'm sorry. Like, I love MLB The Show. That's my favorite sports game of all time. I still need a baseball game.
There hasn't been a lot of baseball games throughout history, so...
No, dude, remember Ken Griffey and all that stuff, man?
Wow, we're talking about the Sega Genesis years now?
Bases loaded, Ken Griffey Jr.
I was never a big fan of baseball games, but there was one from Konami back in the day.
I know what you're talking about.
With the robots.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I love that game.
Baseball Simulator 1000.
No.
I know that one. Baseball Stars was another one. And then EA had MVP Baseball and Triple Play Baseball and all of that. Like, I miss those, man.
Now I'm looking for that damn game from Konami. What was it called? Doesn't matter. Keep talking. I'm going to find it, because if I don't find it, I'm not going to stop looking for it.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, that's just, I know we're sidebarring a little bit, but at the same time, that's something to really think about.
You get to know our charming personalities. You finally get to put picture to our voices.
Are you talking about Konami baseball or something?
No, it was okay. It was an NES. Maybe it wasn't Konami. It was a NES baseball game where you had robots. What game was that? Base Wars.
What was it?
Base
Wars. Ah, yeah.
And it was Konami. Remember back in the day, they had another label. It was called Ultra. They did like sports games, like Base Wars. Yeah. They had roller games and that beach ball game and a bunch of other games. Yeah, that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Base Wars. Yeah, I remember that.
Gyrus and that. Yeah, I love them.
I remember those. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This for me is like, like I enjoy baseball games, man. And then when EA stopped doing a baseball game, and then when MLB 2K was like a very terrible, terrible game. Oh, 2K shit the bed on that game. I had to rely on the show. And I mean, I love the show.
So where are all your baseball games at now? Where are they?
I'm playing MLB The Show 16 right now. And we got RBI Baseball. Okay, like that game is any good.
Wow, that game still exists?
Yeah, they brought it back. Dude, the MLB itself brought that game back, and the game is like widely panned.
Who's developing that game?
MLB, like the Major League Baseball themselves.
Who is developing the game for them?
It's them developing the game.
Okay, are you done? Because my segment's up next. I really want to talk.
Your segment is up next. I know you really want to talk. You're sitting down there like, oh my God, I really want to talk.
No, I just have issues with certain things that are said and not being said.
I know you have issues with certain things being said.
I gotta get those out there.
You're ready to unleash. You're sitting down there like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Anyway, so listen up. I saw a video and I pointed out to Keith a day ago, like yesterday, right? And we kind of talked about what this guy had to say about why buy
great Xbox. Now the stream's gonna get muted because there's that music in the background, whatever that was. Then they're gonna find it. What is that music? Find it now.
Anyways, like I was saying, a guy, I don't remember his name offhand.
I do, but I'm not gonna mention it.
He's stating that, you should, instead of buying a big PC, you should buy the Scorpio because of these few things. And a couple of conversation points where you have to use a keyboard or you have to be at a desk and the PC can't fit in a TV stand and installing and buying games can be a hassle. And I'm like, I turned it off about halfway through because dude wasn't making no sense.
Dude was making my head hurt.
Like, my brain hurt a little bit. I was a little confused. I was a little confused about what he was saying because it didn't really make sense.
I was kind of frustrated But
So I'm gonna give it to Keith because Keith said has a lot to say about this. Go ahead, bro.
well, okay, so this is actually pent up from a lot of different videos I've seen over the course of the months and even the years, and I really wanted to come out and say something, but I never did.
And I keep encouraging you to do so.
So, like we said before, we're not here to bash any systems. We're not here to bash specific consoles, console gaming, PC gaming, none of that. You know, the PC master race or fanboyism doesn't exist here, and if it does, I will promptly kick it in the ass. But there are a lot of comments that I don't like. So the PC gets ragged on a lot because there are several big myths that just don't go away.
Right.
You have to be at a desk to play your PC. This recent video was really retarded because there's like, you can't put your PC in a TV stand. I'm not even gonna. Dude, go look up the freaking Alienware Alpha, the X51, small form factor PC cases, and shut the hell up.
Or forget that noise. Just look at getting a PC built with a what's that case that you have, Keith?
Well, that's where I'm gonna go. Well,
the Elite 130.
Well, that's a bigger one for certain reasons. I have a lot of stuff in that machine, but yeah, you have to use controllers, just a shit ton of other stuff. So what I've done is I've set up an example or a demonstration, have you? So we're gonna go through and we're gonna take a look at my gaming machine. Actually, my little guy, my mini streamer that takes everything that I throw at it. Now, before we look at the PC, just want to give you a quick rundown because yes, it did cost more than an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, but it didn't cost a lot of money. It does have 16 gigs of memory, which cost me about $40.
Right.
A GTX 1060 will cost me about $200. The case was $40. The solid state hard drive, I really don't count those because that's it's not a necessity. It was something that I put in there after the fact. So a regular hard drive that was in there, the 1 terabyte drive was basically $50. Power supply was $60 because I don't skip on power supplies. And the motherboard and the CPU was another $225. So I'm at what, $500, almost $600.
Yeah.
That's when I built the machine. This machine's a year and a half, 2 years ago. You look at the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 when they first came out. Yeah, they were pretty expensive as well. I'm pretty sure the parts in this machine have lowered in price. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the machine. I'm going to get up and go ahead and point at the machine. We're just going to take a look at the guy.
Yo, here we go.
So right now you're just looking at my TV screen, which is fine. So I'm going to take the camera out, just give us a little view of the PC. So mind you here. So as we said, we're not haters of any system. So there's the PlayStation 4 Pro. There's the Xbox One S. You know, there's a 3DS sitting down there somewhere. Bunch of various controllers and stuff. Laptop, blah, blah, blah. Vita. So we do gaming. So here is the PC. So like I said, this is a Coolmaster Elite 130 PC case. It's about as long as the PlayStation 4 Pro. It's a little higher because I have 3 solid-state drives in there. A very nice cooling fan system in there. And right now you can't see it, but there was a Blu-ray drive in there. I took it out because I didn't think I needed it. But when I go on trips and things, I usually swap it out and put it in there so I can watch Blu-rays on the go. So, for the most part, it's a pretty viable PC. It takes everything I throw at it, including 4K content right now, without any issues. It never has a problem. So, yeah, PC. So, what we're doing right now is we're looking at the TV. Looking at the TV that this thing is hooked up to. Because there's a lot of people saying that, you know, you can't do certain things. So, that's the first myth. And it's hooked up to a 4K TV. Second myth that we have here is you can't use controllers. Okay, so that's fine. So we're moving left and right. We're going around. So that is an Xbox One Elite controller. As you can see, I'm moving it left and right and up and down. And I'm moving everywhere. That works fine. Hey, I'm using the controller on the PC. Holy crap. But hey, I'm not done yet. Because, oh my God, I'm using the DualShock 4 in it now too. Wait, how does that work? Wait. I thought that didn't work like that. But
Keith, stop being sarcastic.
Okay, so let's take a look at.
Be straight up. You're getting frustrated. Be straight up.
But no, I'm being serious. So we'll take a look at the interface. So I'm running Steam Big Picture mode. This starts up as soon as I start the computer. As you can see, I can look at all my games I have installed. I can look at ones that I just picked up. I can look at my favorites. I can look at all my games. But not just that, I can go to the store and I can buy various different games. Who said the PC doesn't have games? You know, I can look at everything in here. Oh, look, Resident Evil. Let's go take a look at that. Hey, I can buy that. I can pre-order that right now. And preload it.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna get Xbox Play Anywhere compatibility, but that's another story for another
time. So that's part of an article that I'm writing that's gonna weigh that in and out. But let's just go and let's go to a game real quick, and we'll just launch a game.
Can I pick one? Can I pick one?
What?
Dark Souls 3. Souls 3. Okay, I wasn't gonna say Uno. I was also gonna say Grid. I'm just saying, you know, that's Dark Souls 2, not 3.
That's 3.
Okay, now it is 3. Okay.
I haven't played 2 in quite some time. To be quite honest with you.
Yo, you should totally turn off autofocus. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I have to defrag the drive. I did a bunch of shit. But yeah, I mean, I could go back. I could hit it back and go back to the main screen. Oh, wait, did I just hit the? Yeah, I did. Whoops. I hit the TV button off, but no big deal.
Question: are you playing this using your Xbox One or your PlayStation 4 controller?
I'm using my PlayStation 4 controller. PlayStation 4 controller. This guy.
And on top of that, even if you don't have, let's say for instance, even if you don't necessarily have, you know, a PC that can fit in the space.
Did you actually want me playing the game? Because I can go back and show you the game.
Go ahead, do it.
Okay.
Face, I have a Steam Link. I can play my PC games on my TV just fine.
Yeah,
even though the Steam Link is still a little finicky, but at the same time, like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. I like the fact that I have options to do all this. So, and I can go back. I can jump back and forth through the game. It's pretty seamless. I can exit the game. So yeah, I don't want to play the game. Go back to the beginning and all that fun stuff. So again, there's just the flexibility that we have here. It's ridiculous.
But at the same time, I can understand why people would say that, oh, you should just buy a pre-built system or a Scorpio to offset that if Windows is going to be a unified platform across the board. And I'm like, the only difference is there are games that are exclusive to the PC that don't never come out on a console, like things like League of Legends.
Right. But see, here's my thing. Though that's a whole different argument, because in my article that I'm writing about that right now, I talk about that, and I've talked to many people about this, and the fact that the Windows Unified Platform or the Windows 10 store is just
not good right now.
It's not there. I've conducted surveys on Reddit and NeoGAF, and nobody likes it. Nobody. And I don't like it for the fact it doesn't really show you the games you own. It doesn't throw games in your face. I mean, the whole object of a digital storefront to say, here's this game, go buy it. It doesn't do that. It doesn't let you see anything. It lumps in your Xbox games and your PC games with every other game in there. And it's like, what the hell? What's the point of this?
Yeah.
So it's not ready. And the fact that many people have issues installing games on there. It's really funny because during the Forza Horizon 3, what was it? What's the latest DLC? Because I'm saying it wrong.
Blizzard Mountain.
One of the developers was streaming it, and they acknowledged that there's issues installing it from the Windows 10 store, and that they're working on it. A developer is saying, "Hey, there are problems. We know this. Sorry,
and we're working on it." This time that people would just sit down there and say straight out, like, we're not working on it. We're just saying we're not working on it. Whatever.
Right. But if you want to talk about just Steam as general, because Steam is the pinnacle. Everybody buys games in Steam. Everybody likes buying games in Steam because of the interface. And Steam has come a long way. Steam wasn't the best looking application, nor the best performing one when it first came out. It's way better than it was back in the day. The support is still lacking, but other than that, slick interface. You can install anything. You can install stuff to multiple drives. You have DualShock 4 support now. Xbox controller support on it. Generic control support on there. You can get refunds on there. You know.
Oh yeah.
Try getting a refund on Sony. You get banned.
Wait, what?
Okay, so Sony is really weird. They technically don't like to refund you back. If they do refund you back, you only get one a year. If you try and do a refund by doing a chargeback, they ban you.
Wow, that's stupid.
So, So I just wanted to show that to certain people. I don't want to start an argument. I don't want to start any kind of confrontation. But at the same time, I really want to come out there and say, look, guys, the stuff that people are saying is full of crap. And I would love for people to stop watching these YouTube videos. I would love for these people to stop making these YouTube videos if they don't know what the hell they're talking about, to be quite honest. If you're going to talk about this stuff, don't do it trying to be funny. If you're doing it, because people like myself and other people will take the stuff you're saying and like, look, dude, that's not even cool. Don't talk about stuff and don't use your opinions as fact when they're wrong.
Right.
I mean, anybody has 10 seconds and go out and Google certain machines and say, wait, I can put this in my home theater PC or my home theater setup without any issues. I just showed that you can use controllers. Now it's just DualShock 4 and the Xbox One. You know, you use Xbox 360. You can do the Wii touchpad or Wii touchpad. You can use DualShock 3. You can use Xbox 360. You can use generic controllers.
And you know what's funny? I have a Cooler Master N200, and I can fit that in my entertainment center.
You can fit a lot of stuff in an entertainment system. Like I said, the reason why I have that, I'm actually thinking about picking up the Fractal Note 2. Was it 202? It's a really nice case, and it's really small form factor. But the problem,
the slim profile, yeah.
But if I pick that up, I'm going to lose out certain things that I have in this machine right now, which I really don't want to do. And this one's a little wider. But at the same time, that thing is probably no bigger than the original Xbox One.
Yeah, it's not that much bigger, you know.
So, and it's pricey, but at the same time, you know, it's definitely one of the better cases out there. So I hope that people that are watching this, people that do see this on YouTube or on Twitch or on Being, will at least realize that you don't believe everything that you hear, because that's not the case. And I am always here if you have questions regarding PC and PC
I'm
gaming.
about to quote Flavor Flav a little bit. Don't believe the hype.
Please don't. It's not fair to the people that do play PC games. It's not fair to yourself because you're being influenced by somebody or somebodies who don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I wouldn't even say they don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm just saying a lot of them want to do it for clickbait and for the clicks. I
get that. You can do that, but at the same time, if you're spitting knowledge and it's wrong, it makes you look like
and you know you're doing it wrong. It makes you look like an ass. You're right.
Right. So,
I just don't necessarily. Me personally, I just don't necessarily agree with the whole. You know, let's just do this way, and let's talk about this. Let's talk about doom and gloom because we know people are going to respond to doom and gloom. Listen, a lot of people said the Xbox One is going to be a massive failure. The Xbox One is actually a moderate success.
It has room for improvement, but it's doing better. I'll leave it at that.
It's still a moderate success.
Yeah, I'll say that.
It's not an overwhelming success. It's a moderate success. It works. It does what it has to do, but at the same time, it's not perfect. Neither is the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 is a runaway success.
Oh yeah. Well,
in the console space.
Look at the Xbox 360.
Oh, the Wii and the Xbox 360 were runaway successes.
Yeah.
Until the PlayStation 4 caught up and the PlayStation 3 caught up. And the PlayStation 3 caught up at the end of life.
It caught up in the end because Microsoft was like, we're good.
Oh, dude, that was a smart run by Microsoft. Microsoft was smart for that. Like, you know what? Let's stop. Let's stop while we're ahead.
I don't think they should have done that. They should just kept pushing. You should never do that. Hey, we're killing our competition. Good. Let's keep killing them.
Nah, dude. The end of life, as in the last year of the Xbox 360, I'm like, you know what? Fudge it. Like, you know, we're good. We've already did what we had to do. Like, you know, granted, it bots them for the Xbox One. I mean, freaking the Don Matrick massacre, as I like to call it.
Who?
The Don Matrick massacre.
Insert the scene from Guardians of the Galaxy. Who? Don Matrix. That man destroyed everything.
Yeah, like I told you.
I'm gonna go back. You keep talking. I'm gonna switch back to the PC. I just want to show them some quick game footage. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, so for me, I'm not gonna front. We gotta stop. So we really gotta stop just trying to pit everybody against each other in terms of the consoles and the PCs and all the different kind of stuff. There is a universal like for everything nowadays because everything can play everything.
Well,
like
almost. I mean, if you look at the games coming out right now, right?
Yeah.
If you look at everything coming out right now, there are games come out for Xbox. There are games coming out for PC. There are games coming out for PlayStation. And honestly, I sat there today reading the latest issue of Game Informer, and I looked at all the upcoming games.
Right.
And other than the upcoming games that are first party, just about every game coming out is coming out for either PlayStation and PlayStation and PC, Xbox and PC, or all three at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, these games are coming, guys. They are really coming. So everybody can play what they want to play. You don't have to be like, well, I'm getting this and you can't play this, or I'm getting this and you can't play that. Because those days should be already gone. Done and gone. They're useless. It doesn't help anybody. And sometimes it makes people feel like crap. It's like, well, I want to play that game, but I can't play it. And at the same time, there are games that people want to play, and maybe they just can't afford to.
Right.
In my situation, I'm blessed. I'm lucky that I can do this. But not everybody is in the same situation that I am in.
Right.
And if I wanted a gaming PC, I can build it.
Yeah.
So
for me, I'll put it into perspective. I have my Xbox One, I have my PlayStation 4, I have my PC. I'm getting a Switch, right? And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the possibilities.
I forgot. I'm running this in 4K right now, so it's making my screen all set. Forgot about that, guys. Sorry about that. Kind of a habit playing 4K stuff now.
Yay, 4K! Yeah.
Hey, it's fun. I can't
No, but to end everything, just to end the podcast on a positive note.
The podcast.
It's an experience. It's definitely an experience to game now. The problem is, people are still hung up on the whole. We need to be different, and we need to be different. Oh, my console is better than your console because it has more games. I'm like, chalk that shit.
Yeah, we're at a point now where we're at a point where you should be happy that you're able to play games at all.
Yeah, we might be heading towards another video game crash in 1983.
Oh, I'm sorry. We definitely are. I feel that we are.
I don't think that's happening because it's not like 1983 where there was like 50 million consoles on the market. Like, nah. Like, because it's the differences in technology. I mean, granted, with PC gaming being a thing as it is now, we might be protected from that. But at the same, we might be protected from that in a lot of ways because, to be fair, there's not a lot of shovelware on PC.
Not so much anymore.
And PC prices are actually going down.
Well, there's a reason for that. Because if you put shovelware onto the PC, people just won't buy it. And it's like...
I'm just saying for the PC, building a PC gaming, PC prices are going down.
Oh, yeah.
You mean PC prices are actually going down at an exponential rate? Oh,
yeah. If you looked at recently, they announced like PC gaming hardware sales had, was it $30 billion?
Yup.
$30 billion. And people are like, PC's dead. I don't think it's dead. I think it's doing very well.
Considering that the PC market is actually way more profitable than the console market.
It is. And the last thing I'll say about that is the PC market is more profitable than the console space is, even though tablet space is killing everybody, or the mobile game space. The PC, for everything that it does well and everything that it does poorly, it's in a different ecosystem, a different situation compared to your Xbox and your PlayStation. And the reason why, and I talked about this before as well, is the PC doesn't have a product owner. It doesn't have anybody looking out for it. You have all these different companies that are putting games on the PC, which is fine. Microsoft doesn't own that. Yes, they own the OS that most people use for PC gaming, but they don't have one entity governing PC gaming.
Right.
Sony does the PlayStation product, PlayStation brand. Microsoft does the Xbox brand. There's nobody looking out for the PC. So it's amazing that the PC has gotten so far that it has without anybody governing them. Now, there was an attempt many years ago, the PC Gaming Alliance, to try and do that, which fell on its ass for lack of preparation and other reasons. But I think that PC gaming would be in a better place if there was somebody actually taking the reins and saying, we need to do this, we need to do that. because there's like so many things like baseline configurations and multiple configurations and multiple resolutions. Like we got 720p, we got 1080p, we got 1440p. We've got
Honestly,
4K.
I think Microsoft needs to do that. Like, and I think they needs to be the ones to do that.
The problem with that is if Microsoft does it, people will try and distance themselves away from it because nobody's forgotten the debacle of games for Windows Live.
No, but I'm not talking about through a marketplace. I'm talking about through if Microsoft were to come up and do do what Apple does and create their own hardware for home PC market. I think they'd be in a lot better place in terms of the PC game because they can standardize a lot of things, and that's just how I see it.
Yeah, it really depends.
Because the good thing about Macintosh is that they standardize everything. Granted, it gimps them in a lot of ways, but they standardize everything. I think the companies need to come together. I think the companies also do need to come together and start standardizing things.
Well, they tried with the PC Gaming Alliance and it fell on its ass. It just didn't work.
Inform people about that because that was a thing.
So the PC Gaming Alliance was basically an alliance made by several big gaming companies. Let me look it up. I can't remember who it was. I know Epic Games was one of them. I think Blizzard was one of them. There were a ton of them. Yeah, the Open Gaming Alliance.
Oh, that was a thing.
But no, that's open. That's Open Gaming. There's their PC Gaming Alliance. Here we go. And this is back in 2013. You don't really hear much about it because it's pretty much dead.
DOA.
It was Microsoft, it was AMD, it was Capcom, Razer, Intel, Epic Games. Nvidia was part of it. Dell was part of it. Sony and Activision left. They were part of it. So as it started going on, and multiple companies just like, you know what, this isn't working, and we're done. But it was an attempt. And then I believe that turned into the Open Gaming Alliance, which focuses more on mobile gaming now.
Where Ubisoft joined and a couple other people will join there and such like that.
Right. So that's what happened with that. So yeah, PC gaming could do with that, but it doesn't. What'll happen now? Who knows?
Because honestly, I look at the PC gaming, the Open Gaming Alliance. You got Capcom, you got Digital River, Corsair, Razer, Ubi, Unity, Alienware is there.
Yeah, there was a bunch of companies, but it might be worthwhile checking into that to see what's going on. But I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, which was like a year or so ago, it was pretty much dead.
What, the Open Gaming Alliance?
No, the PC Gaming Alliance.
Oh no, that's dead. I mean, a lot of people sit down there, but honestly, like PC gaming and mobile gaming are actually dominating the day.
Yeah.
Again, going back, so they're dominating the day, and console gaming is kind of fading out into the background.
I wouldn't say they're fading,
even though 6.8 billion is a lot of money.
I wouldn't say they're fading. There is a convergence, as we saw, with every generation or every update or every new revision.
Or even so much so, the Nintendo Switch is the ultimate convergence of media.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I mean it's the ultimate idea of convergence of media.
I see. Everybody thinks that. I'm not a fan of the Switch as far as mobile applications are concerned.
But remember, convergence of media is just basically taking two forms of media and just combining it into one and making it for the future. And the convergence of media has been a thing. I mean, with the death of newspapers. Well,
no, not media, not media. The convergence of everything. The all-in-one form factor, where I can get everything on that.
Again, that's convergence of media. That's exactly what that is.
I see. I can't say this without having people getting on my ass. Switch. There's reason for that, and I won't go into why, but I'll just say no.
I mean, son, if you having hard problems getting to reason that, man, I'm just like
no. I just don't want to do that and have people getting pissy. That's all.
Let them get pissy.
But we're getting to the end of this show, so we're at final thoughts. We can touch base on that another time. So final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I mean, I'm glad. Beam 2.0 is actually pretty. Honestly, it's better than Switch in a lot of ways, functionality wise.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice.
Keith is just not agree. Keith is just like
it is. I've streamed on it yesterday. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to probably do pro and just stream on there and see how it works out. I want to see the back end unless they want to give me a tour, which would be fantastic as well. But yeah.
Yeah, you have to go to Seattle for that, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Beam is a lot better, in my personal opinion, than Twitch in terms of the UI, in terms of the interface, and in terms
Well,
of what
yeah,
they.
well, you gotta remember, Twitch was built on is an older interface, and they've been
Remember
upgrading.
Justin? Remember Justin TV? That was a thing.
Well, that was part of Twitch. It was part of Twitch,
No, Justin TV was the original platform.
right? And then it moved over to Twitch, right? But Twitch has a nice interface.
You keep saying it wrong. They didn't move over to Twitch. They basically shut down Justin TV to focus on
Okay,
Twitch.
all the main portions of Justin TV moved to Twitch.
I mean, it can't move. It can't move. It's the same company. I'm just saying.
No, okay, it's basically what's the word I'm looking for?
They just took what worked and put it
right
into practice on Twitch.
I'm trying to say the term that we say a lot at work, and I can't remember what it's actually called.
Because you ain't at work.
Yeah, and as soon as I get off this podcast, I'll remember it, which I don't want to remember it.
Hey, continue.
But final thoughts for me: there's a shit ton of nice games coming out this week. You got Resident Evil 7 coming out. Almost at 4. Wow, Resident Evil 7 coming out.
4 was a good game.
We've got Gravity Rush 2 coming out, which I cannot wait to play.
On the same day, Tales of Berseria on the same day.
That's coming out as well. It's going to be one of those weeks. Just like I don't know which game to get, so don't.
Yakuza 0 on the same day.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna. Yeah, I'm just probably gonna pick up Resident Evil 7 and just play that. There's just too much. I've got to save up for packs. I don't want to go broke.
Are you picking it up for Xbox One because it is 1080p 60 on it and has Xbox Play Anywhere functionality?
Right. So that was the conversation that we were having, and we're final thoughts. I don't know if I want to go into this, but I've been debating that back and forth between that and playing it on Steam.
Yeah.
Nobody in this house is going to play it other than me, so I'll probably pick it up on Steam.
I don't know. What if you want to roll out in packs and you have your Xbox with you?
I can bring my PC with me too.
Yeah, it's true. You do tend to bring PC.
Yeah. You know that, or I could Steam link into my PC and play it.
Oh, good point. I mean, yeah.
Or I could do Liquid Sky.
Oh, Liquid Sky. That's fantastic.
See, so yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards Steam though.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm leaning towards Xbox One Play Anywhere because when I'm going to PAX, I'm taking my Xbox with me.
So yeah. So I guess we're done with that. I got some nice yummy lasagna that I want to go eat.
I got food, just random food. I'm just finding in the fridge.
Sorry about that.
It's there somewhere.
So thank you everybody. This is our very first live stream of the Xbox Experience. Thanks for checking it out, and as always, keep checking out content. We've got more of these shows planned. We'll probably do this a lot more often. And also, we got other shows to check out. We've got the Sony Centric, which focuses on PlayStation gaming. We've got the Nintendo Entertainment Podcast, which focuses on Nintendo. And the Switch is really huge. We've got the A1 Podcast, which talks about anime and manga. Those guys are really crazy about their animes.
And honestly, maybe next week I won't be so stuffed up with sinuses and stuff.
And, yeah.
And by the way, unlike the Cowboys, we don't choke, and unlike the Packers, we actually win stuff.
Why are we talking football? Jesus Christ!
Because the Falcons are going to the Super Bowl.
Anyway, so once again, everybody, thanks for checking out the show. Keith Mitchell here, and that is
Clear Navigator Bone. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
And you've been watching The Xperience from the Outerhaven. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next week, Friday, hopefully.
Next week, Saturday.
Or Saturday.
Saturday.
All right, folks. Take care. Good
Bye.
night.
Yeah.